Read-Aloud of the Sneetches by Dr. Seuss. In this satire about the civil rights movement, star-bellied Sneetches and non-star-bellied Sneetches are pitted against each other and in an equal society. In the end, after much controversy, the different Sneetches live together with no discrimination after they see how alike they really are. Throughout this read-aloud, we would use predicting to keep students engaged and have them ponder the unit's overarching concepts of equality, fairness, and conflict.
Freedom Summer by Deborah Wiles is a picture book about a white boy and an African American boy who are friends that have to deal with segregation in their community swimming pool. We would use this story in a read aloud at the beginning of a lesson about segregation in the United States.
The Lions of Little Rock by Kristen Levine is an on or slightly below grade level book which puts two middle school girls' morality and friendship to the test when Liz, a light-skinned African American girl, is forced out of the town with her family because of them trying to pass as white. Her white friend Marley decides segregation is unfair and the two friends take on change that could bring danger to themselves and families. We would use this book as a group activity where students can choose one of two books dealing with school segregation. Then small groups would be assigned class and out-of-class time to read, to discuss the book as well as the bigger topic of racism at hand. The other choice title for this group activity is Mr. Touchdown by Lyda Phillips, which is also on or slightly below grade level. The story is about an African American football player who moves to an all-white school and is faced with intolerance before a cheerleader befriends him. We would also use this book as a group activity where the students would read in and out of class to discuss the book as well as the bigger concepts and the essential question of how do morals affect decisions about equality, fairness, and ultimately change.
In this memoir, Warriors Don't Cry, Melba Patillo-Beals talks about her experience integrating into Little Rock Central High School. We would use this book when teaching about the Supreme Court case Brown v. Board of Education. This book, Who Was Martin Luther King Jr. by Bonnie Bader, is written on a lower reading level. It includes pictures and spaced out text. This biography would be used when introducing the essential question, how do people influence change, and also introducing Martin Luther King Jr. and his nonviolent approach to change. Betsy Brown, a Novel, is about a girl integrating into a school in St. Louis. We would assign this book to advanced readers as an extension activity because of its higher reading level and because it includes mature themes.
Shmoop is a free application for Apple software which will be used as an activity for students to research a timeline, important leaders, and analysis of the civil rights movement. There are interactive links inside the app which open up videos, pictures, and other websites, and this is an engaging way for students on all reading levels to access material within this unit. Similarly, the Alabama Civil Rights Trail app is also free for Apple products and will be used for the same research activity. This app is specific to events that happened during the civil rights movement in Alabama, which is where a majority of protests, marches, and violence occurred. An interactive timeline, pictures, videos, and map activity helps students research through this period using engaging technology. Finally, a trip to the museum in Washington, D.C. would conclude our unit. They have many different exciting and engaging exhibits, but specifically they have a section of their museum dedicated to the civil rights era, which includes historical artifacts like the lunch counter from a famous sit-in in Greensboro, North Carolina, the jail cell door from when Martin Luther King Jr. was arrested in Birmingham, and many pictures from an exclusive collection. This exploration at the museum would expand and solidify student learning, as well as help them analyze the overarching essential question of does inequality still exist today?